Man.
All right, we are good to go. Let me see if I can find the right one. There we go. All right, welcome into Sports Talk on Talk 104.93 WKCT Facebook page, the pre-party. Of course, Cole Scott, WNKY News 40, Brian Davis of the Franklin Favorite. And joining us today before the live show is Derrick Perdue from FCA, the administrator over there for the Falcons. How are you doing today, Derrick?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing very well. So, Foundation Christian Academy now going to have sports in the 13th district. They've been playing sports.
That's right.
But now you're going to be competing against the 13th district and have a chance to win district titles and all that fun stuff.
Absolutely. That's right. We're super excited about it. So we're stepping into a new stage of athletics at FCA. We've played a lot of public schools in the past, but never competed in district play. So we're just super excited about the opportunity that it's going to provide for our kids.
Well, can you tell us what sports has FCA will be competing in the 13th district and also outside of it too as well?
Absolutely. Every sport that we have will be competing in the 13th district. So you've got soccer, basketball, baseball, volleyball, all the big major sports, cross country as well, golf, all of them. We're starting softball this year, so we're actually working on the schedule and things of that nature right now with some of the coaches in the 13th district. Started that process today. So again, really excited about that.
So the process of bringing in new sports, do you feel like there might even be more you add on after a few years of this?
Potentially. We'll see. Anytime, you're looking to add new things to a school athletically or academically, right? You want to do proper assessment as to what that can do to the school climate and culture. And so that's kind of what we've done with the sports that we have added. We've done lots of surveys and things of that nature and gathered data on what our students want and really what our families want as well. And kind of listened to our school community on that and went with what we thought was best for our kids and was going to provide the opportunities that they needed to be successful at school.
All right, so I guess you could put you on the spot. Who are the coaches?
Oh man,
for the sports.
Well, we got lots of coaches. So go ahead. Going through all of them, might have to look up.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Put me on the spot. But no, tonight in your next show, you're going to have Coach Tavius Babb. He is our head girls basketball coach. You're going to have Coach Ashley Rogers, which is our head volleyball coach, our varsity volleyball coach, and then you're going to have David Poe, who is our head cross country coach. So they'll be joining you later tonight. Boys basketball, Coach David Wadlington is our head coach there, and he does a great job with the boys. Neil Mathis is our soccer coach, our boys soccer coach. He's been around for a while, coached soccer for a while. He actually coached in Monroe County for a little bit, I believe, and then he's came on board with us at FCA and has been leading that program for a while. And then let's see here, archery. We've got Coach Jordan Smith. He leads that program for us. He also is our track coach, so he does multiple things for us, and he's an assistant cross country coach. So he's one that we use with quite a bit. Don Johnson, who you may know, he is our head baseball coach. Yeah, we got a little bit of flack for some people for stealing him from the umpiring world, but he has done a phenomenal job with our baseball program and just leading that the way we want it to be led as a startup program. A lot of our baseball players this year were athletes that played other sports, right? So basically we had the school of our size, we basically have some athletes that start out in soccer in the fall, they transition to basketball in the winter, and then roll right into baseball in the spring. So our baseball team primarily consisted of a lot of our basketball players this year. So they competed well. We went into it not really knowing what that would look like, but was able to pick up a couple of wins. And he's looking forward to building on that this year. So oh man, what's left? What have I not talked about?
Softball.
Yeah. Okay, so we're not going to officially announce Coach live on the air tonight.
No breaking news
on that. No breaking news. Just because we haven't done that with our school community yet. So we'll hold that one for now. But we do believe that we will have a coach, and we'll be moving forward with softball here pretty soon.
Okay. And then let's see, golf.
Tennis, I forgot.
Tennis,
Roger Watt is our golf coach. You may know him as well. He does a lot of things out at Buchanan Lesson Wise with some tennis players. So he is our tennis coach. I may have said golf, but I meant tennis.
Okay.
Our golf coach is Ben Triplett. So he is rather new to the coaching world, but he is a phenomenal golfer and is leading our golf program, which is fairly new too. So yeah, I believe that's it. I think we got them all.
That's a lot. Even for this one, I wouldn't know.
No, we didn't step into the middle school world, so I can do that, but we'll hold that for now.
So, with all of these new sports and existing sports, the opportunity to play within the district, a new district, what was behind the scenes, that process? Because that just kind of happened randomly. But I'm sure there was a lot of things behind the scenes that was working up to it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There were lots of things that were going on behind the scenes. So, one, as a school of our size, not competing in district, we really needed to decide, okay, where do we want to go here? Do we want to continue to be part of KHSAA? And I think we all wanted that to be the case. But we just didn't feel like the district that we were in was providing our students with the best opportunity to be successful. Not saying that we were against playing some of the schools in Bowling Green. Nothing against them. They're great programs. They're good schools. But a school of our size, we weren't capable of quite frankly, just keeping up with that. And it became I don't want to say a safety concern, but some nights, it kind of was because, our athletes were not as big or not faster, not as strong, So we wanted to, be somewhere where we felt like, would provide a better opportunity for our students. We're not in any shape or fashion going to stay on here or say on here we expect to go win the district right off the bat in anything, because that's not what it's about. Winning is not, of course, we all want to win, but that is not about, that's not who we are. That's not what it's about. It's about providing good opportunities for our students, and that's really what went into that decision to try to petition per se for us to move, and that's kind of what that looked like. The president of the school and I, we had kind of gotten together and said this is the route that we want to go, and so we wrote a letter and petitioned to the KHSAA, and it went through I guess you would say several voting steps per se, and ended up being that the ADs in District 13 were willing to take us on and have us be a part of their district, and so we're super excited to be part of it.
So how will home matches work for baseball and softball and soccer too as well? Because I know you have a gym for volleyball and basketball, so that's fine. But what about for those sports?
Okay, so that's a great question. So volleyball, we are capable of hosting anything that we believe we need to host in volleyball. So that's no question. Basketball, our gym is somewhat small, and I think that will be a struggle for us, to get everyone into the gym at times. But we're open to the challenge of making that work in any way that we need to. Also, with soccer, we have a great soccer field. We have an awesome facility for soccer. It's a beautiful field. It's, in my opinion, one of the prettiest grass fields that you'll see. We put a lot of work into taking care of that facility. And we have lots of great people that help with that. And so we're super excited about soccer because we've never had lights on our soccer field. It's always been everything had to be played in the daytime. And so just here recently, and actually the materials to put the lights up are on our campus right now. So we are waiting, anxiously for that to happen. And on August 4th, that is our first home soccer game. We are going to turn those lights on. So that game will be at 7 o'clock. The varsity game will be at 7 o'clock that night. And I know our coaches and our players and everyone at FCA is just super excited about that. So, for baseball, we currently do not have a baseball field on campus, but I will say, I want to name drop someone here. Greg Howard has been outstanding in helping us in this process. He's a phenomenal guy and has really provided lots of support for us in the move to District 13 and then just helping us with, whatever we needed to make that happen. And so we've kind of worked out. It just kind of fell into our lap where we're going to be able to practice and play at the Three Springs Road Park right across the street from us.
Perfect.
And so that's where we're going to be for now. We do have plans to build a baseball field and a softball field on campus. We have a gorgeous spot for it right off the interstate. So you probably see our campus and the big flag that's in the back.
Yep.
Okay.
Flag. Yeah,
well, the baseball field, that flag is setting in center field, right behind the center field. So that will be the baseball field, and to the right of that, if you're at the front of our campus, will be our softball field. Eventually, we're not there yet, but that is the goal and the plans for the future.
So, of course, we're talking about how we feel about this move. Obviously, everybody's positive here. What was the feedback you got from the students, from the student athletes?
Oh man, they're really excited. In anything in life, you want to be able to have something to compete for, right? And I think this move, just knowing that there's going to be a district tournament at the end of the year for all of our athletes, for them to have a chance, right? I think it's created some excitement, and I don't think, I'm going to say this, I don't think some of our athletes truly understand what that's going to look like, right? And so the first night, Franklin Simpson, Todd County, Logan, Russellville come to our gym, or we go to their gym for a district game, the amount of people that are going to be there for support on our end, right? Because we travel well, we have fans and supporters of the school that are just phenomenal. And I don't think people have gotten the opportunity to see that either, right? The amount of people that we have, come to games. I believe you were at the Warren Central baseball game that we had, and we basically packed that stadium, and I was super excited about that. And I think that's what it will be like with everything that we do. But our athletes are super excited just for the opportunity to compete, just being given an opportunity that they not had before.
So I know it won't happen this year, but what will be the first district tournament that FCA will get to host?
Ah, man, that's a loaded question. I should have done my research. I don't know. I'm just going to be completely honest.
Well, we know
it won't be this year.
It's not this year. We know that.
And so, Lord willing, we'll be here when it happens. But we don't. I couldn't tell you right off the top of my head. Some of the other ADs could probably tell you, but I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
What sport, in your eyes, are you most excited to see take this, this change?
Man, that's a great question, and I've got 3 coaches that are standing right outside that door.
Yeah, there's wrong answers. You can say wrong answers.
So all of them can hear me. So, man, you know what? I'm going to be, and this is going to seem like the political correct answer. I don't know, right? I'm excited for all of them. In the fall, I can see soccer competing well. We've played a lot of the teams in District 13 before in soccer and have come out on top on those. So we last year alone, we played Russellville, Todd, and Franklin. Okay, Russellville, we came out on top on that one. Todd beat us in penalty kicks in the All A, and then Franklin Simpson, we were tied when we got rained out. So I don't know what that would have turned out to be, but we've competed in that. Don't know what it's going to look like, this year. Volleyball, we've got lots of great athletes that are playing volleyball, and ultimately just good people that are in all of our programs. So I can see them, having a very successful year. And I know Coach Babb's right outside his door here, so I'm going to go ahead and say, our girls basketball team is very young. But they are very talented. They good core in 8th grade and 9th grade. So I do think you may not see it this year. You may not see it next year.
It's coming.
But
it's coming.
It could be coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And you just mentioned, which I didn't even realize, you're in the All A's.
Yes.
So wow. So that means opportunities. For
absolutely.
Definitely for you a chance to maybe in the All-A region get to Owensboro.
Absolutely.
Which would be tremendous for your school.
And we've been competing in those, for a while, and we've been successful in some of those. We have come up short, just learning how to win, I think, is something that some of our athletes are going through. And that's a process. Having something to compete for at the end of the year helps with that process, right? And so I think they'll really catch on when we do get into district play with how some of that stuff operates. But yeah, All A is something we've competed in for a while and had some success with, so we're excited to continue that.
So when was FCA founded?
Oh man, 30 years ago.
Okay.
We are celebrating our 30th anniversary this year. So there's going to be lots of stuff on campus this year at athletic events for our 30th anniversary. So Soccer Light's coming on. We actually talked about it today. We're going to be celebrating that as part of our 30th anniversary of the school. And there'll be all sorts of other stuff, not just athletically, just on school campus for that. So yeah, been around for 30 years.
So the next 30 years, you know, obviously we're seeing growth. What's a good landmark you want to hit in the next 30 years? I mean, it's a little bit of a loaded question here.
Man, yeah, that's absolutely a loaded question. Well, I know we're talking athletics today, but I've always been an academic first kind of guy, just in all the roles that I've had within school systems throughout my career. And at FCA, I think all of us are the whole child driven, right? We want to see them succeed academically. We want to see them succeed athletically, but we also want to see them succeed spiritually. That's part of the mission of the school and what we're about. So we kind of structure everything in that manner, just being about the whole child and servicing the whole child, every student that's with us in those three areas specifically. And so, man, 30 years from now, there's no telling. You know, the sky's the limit. We are led by great people at the school. Our administrative team at the school is phenomenal. Our president, Dr. Paulman, he is a phenomenal leader and has grown the school so very much since he's been there. Me being relatively new to it, it's been fun for me to step into something that is on the rise and growing. There's lots of hard work behind growth. I think that a lot of people don't see behind the scenes, but in 30 years, man, I see us athletically, hopefully competing for some things. Not going to say, again, it's not about winning. That's not what we do, why we do what we do. But just being able to compete and be in games with the teams that we're playing. And academically, I hope we're excelling in great ways there as well. So,
will FCA at one point be big enough to have a football team?
Oh man, I kind of figured that question was coming. I don't know. I'm not gonna.
I know you want one, but just depends on
yeah,
the numbers.
For sure. Numbers, is part of it, and then you do have to ask the question: Is that what's best for our school, right? There's a lot of private schools out there that don't have football teams and they thrive and they're great, and so we have to figure out where we fit in that. I'm not going to say that it won't ever happen, right? 30 years from now, I'll be 64, so I don't know. Maybe it will happen then. I don't know. But maybe we'll just see. We'll just see where that leads.
All right.
I guess last question for me. What's up next that's exciting for the Falcons that we might not know about?
Oh, man, I guess, well, you know about softball, so we let that cat out of the bag. Athletically, I guess softball and baseball, those spring things, that's really what's next for us, building those two programs up. Anytime you start something new, it takes a lot of effort to get that going, and the only way that any of that is successful is the people that you surround yourself by. So we try to hire, great coaches, great teachers. All of them are phenomenal people, and I wish you had the chance to meet all of them. But that really is what drives success, and we have lots of great people, so I can see lots of new things coming in the future. I will speak on the academic side of things just real quickly if you're okay with that.
Sure.
We're adding an ag program this year, so a lot of people may not know about that. It's not athletically, but that is coming too. We just built a greenhouse, so that's on our campus, and it's a nice one. We're still working out some kinks with that and what that's going to look like, but our middle school students in particular are going to have the opportunity to take an ag class during their regular schedule, and hopefully that will lead to FFA at the high school level soon. So that's new. You guys may not know about that, but that's not athletics, but something new academically coming.
Well, tell us how we can follow FCA on social media.
Man.
I'm sure somebody got social media.
There's all sorts of social media things. We have a Facebook page that we post on just about every day with things that are going on, whether it's school related, athletically related, whatever it be, it goes there. It's also on Instagram, so we have an Instagram as well. It's really easy to find. I can't tell you what the exact handle is, but if you search FCA Falcons Bowling Green, it's going to pull up.
Okay.
And then we also have a Twitter page. I guess it's called X now, not
yeah.
Twitter. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
X page now that you can follow as well. And we have the Ball Frog app, just like everybody else around here now.
Right.
So that's a pretty big thing for us as well. So you can follow us on that and keep up with how our sports are doing through that.
Outstanding.
All right. Well, Derrick,
Yeah.
thank you for coming in so
Yeah,
much.
man.
We're going to hopefully get some good words about you and the rest of the Falcons.
We'll see. We'll see what these guys
in
say.
this live show. But super, super excited to see what FCA can do these next few years, especially this first year.
Absolutely.
With the new opportunities. So thank you so much for stopping by tonight.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
That is Derrick Perdue, administrator
Yep.
with FCA. Still Cole Scott, still Brian Davis over there. We're going to have our live show coming up here in about a little over 10 minutes. You can listen to that right here on our Facebook page or in your radio, in your car, wherever you're at, on Talk 104.93 WKCT. But for now, that's your pre-party. We'll have more sports talk coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, the coaches are here.
Yeah, they
Go on in.
Oh man, look at this crew.
The voice.
Good art.